What's happening, folks, and welcome to a reboot of a brand new series with PSG. If you're excited, hit that like button down below. It helps support the channel, and subscribe for daily FM content on the channel as well from this series. Also other content coming out as well, from one-off reviews to one-off players, all the rest of it. Down below, Let's Play channel as well. Go check those out. Go check that out as well. So in case you're new here, we did this save earlier in the year, but then the Steam Cloud just freaked out and every save was there apart from this one, so we lost it. So obviously you may have seen I've been sacked by I've got we've got sacked by Leeds United, so I decided when I was good in another Let's Play to go back to one that we didn't finish. Not just about we weren't doing well, we were doing very well with it, we were brilliant, but we just couldn't get on the save because it's been to the abyss of the Steam world. So it's back. And the main aim, of course, is quite simple: to win the Champions League with PSG. Now, we could add another thing to that, win the World Cup, but that might take a lot of seasons to pull that off. But I think the main Champions League win, get that secured, and go from there. So let's have a look at what the finances look like for PSG and all the rest of it. So obviously they've got a 4.5-star reputation. They're looking for Louis Campos, which is completely fine by me. He's got a lot of attributes that look to be good for that role, so I'm fine with that. So next, have a look what they reckon formation wise. There's no sodding way of playing that formation. And let's look at the board culture. Signed high repetition players, makes sense. Play attacking football, yeah. Grow the club's reputation, increase question value, maintain the club status as a most reputable club in France, work within budget as well, win the league on title, challenge Champions League. I mean, what does challenge mean? I guess we'll find out. And again, we're going to just skip all this. We're not going to do a press conference. We're not going to do a squad friendly. And we're going to do it every month. Once a month, we get a staff kind of briefing. So, tactic-wise, I have got one tactic set up, which is a 4-2-3-1. Better to give that. I may tweak this slightly, but that's what I'm going to go with. It's the tactic I'm using with my Man United save right now, which may come on the channel as updates at some point. I doubt it though. But that's the formation we're going to go with because I want to get messy in the central area essentially. I've also got a backup tactic which I'm going to load in, which is a DM version of the same kind of tactic. Just the roles may change slightly into this. This will probably be a deep line forward as well, most likely. But yeah, that's a backup tactic. That's the tactic that I use when I feel like we're not going to dominate football, which with PSG, for the most part, we are going to dominate the football. So I want my attacking players high up the pitch. Messi being the main one, of course, in that. So we'll read to all this. Can't change any of it anyway, so there's no point really negotiating it. So if you look at the finances we have here, we've got £68 million spent on players, which is good. I'm happy with that. Transfer fee, transfer budget. Now, obviously, there's certain players who are not available, so we're going to get these out of here. So you're looking at Diallo. Whoops. Game, please. Thank you. Kazawa, Paredes, and Herrera, Wijnaldum, Draxler, and Icardi can all be moved out of the... Wow, it's unclicked semantic. My mistake. There we go. Get them out of there. Don't want them in here. Because I still like them in there when it confuses who's available. I only want players in here who are available. So straight away, one of the things I did last time, and I think this is definitely something that I want to... How do you do this now? I forget what it is now on the game this year. Right winger, we don't have anybody. We've got Messi, but he's not playing there. So we could do with a right winger. Sarabia is not terrible in that position. He is left-footed. I think we could use him out there, but I feel like we need to get somebody else in who can play that role. And so look and see what he suggests, because I do think I should use this more often, these kind of features, because it would help. Because he's there for a reason. So he reckons Angel Correa, Asensio, and Gerard Bowen. Now, Asensio is somebody who I know is very good in that position, and I think he will not be overly expensive either. It's interesting in from Manchester United, so I think we could definitely look to do that deal. I think as a rotation option won't be a terrible idea. Now, striker-wise, we're fine with the overall first team, but I do feel like we could do better with a second option. Now, let's see what they recommend again. See what he thinks is a good option. So Hulk, Depay, and Pedro. I mean, Pedro's not terrible. Again, we've got to do a scout report on him because I want to make sure I get the full information. Hulk is an interesting one. Did he play in League One before? No, he didn't. I don't know why I thought he did. I think I'm thinking of somebody else. Again, depends what he wants. If he's okay being a backup, then it could be a kind of a funny idea, couldn't it? The other idea that I've had, and it's something that would be really funny if we could pull it off, would be to go for my old friend Ronaldo. Obviously, not updated database at the moment. I only use official databases. This is a custom one, very custom, like past database from the previous year. Ronaldo would be a very fun one to do. To have Ronaldo, Messi, Mbappe, and Neymar all in the same squad would be hilarious. Now, of course, I'm sure he'd want to join us. Yeah. Yeah, we just control a little bit. So Ronaldo is not an option that I'm guaranteed to go for. But it would be nice to have him with Messi in the same team for once. Ronaldo to Messi. Obviously, Mbappe will probably start more games than Ronaldo would, but it'd allow me a good strike option to rotate with, and it'd be just great to have them both together in the same team. Everywhere else, I think we're pretty much okay. Defensive centre backs options are fine. I wish I had the. Where is the bloody? I wish I could find it easier. There we go. That's sort of what I was looking. That's what I'm looking for. I forgot which one it was. So centre backs, I'm fine with them. Not amazing, but they're fine. Right back, I'm okay with it. Left back, I'm okay with it. Right winger is obviously going to be strengthened. AMC, I think we could do with an option there. We've got Carlos Soler, who can play in that position. I just don't think he's good enough quality for that. I mean, I think it may be a case of maybe a striker and a right winger in the summer, and then trying to get these guys to work in the system. And then that way, rather than just selling them on, get them playing, win the league, hopefully. They have good games, and that increases the valuation of them. And if we get a second season, obviously, we then can sell them on for profit. But there's no point really signing long-term players, like new gens and that kind of thing. Or even the kids, sorry, because there's no point, because we're not going to be here potentially that long. It could be a one-season save. I doubt it gets basically me that's managing them. But I think that's something that we need to be aware of when we're doing that. Obviously, if there's some young talent that's crazy good anyway, obviously get your thoughts in the comment section on that. But what does he reckon? What does he reckon in Cam anyway? If you recommend somebody who makes sense, then sure. Let's just clear this actually so I can just see it a bit easier, because we've already scouted the striker position. So João Felix, Muslera, and Fekir. I mean, Muslera is not a bad option as Cam, but it's a lot of money. João Felix is kind of the same problem. Good, but a lot of money. Fekir would not be terrible, but again, who wants him? Chelsea want him. Of course they do. Again, scout him, have a look, see what the fees look like. Depends on how much it costs for the striker we want to bring in. I'm not averse to a young striker coming in, something we can bring through, and I'm going to try and avoid. I mean, the obvious guy that I would. I mean, actually, there's a few guys actually that I could go for. Where is he? Really? You're not going to find him there? There he is. Gonzalo Ramos is not a bad option. The other guy that I've always had my eye on FM for quite some time, but never actually used him, is Ivan Nilsson. Is another striker that I've been eyeing up for a while. Again, I'm looking for somebody who maybe can fit the system, but is not too old. Obviously, Ronaldo. If you guys will see Ronaldo, then I don't mind Ronaldo, but I can make it work with him. Every time I manage him, he always scores goals, so I don't have a problem with managing Ronaldo. The only option is to be really cheeky, and we go and get someone I think is brilliant on FM, potentially, is Ben Yedder. Now, would he want to join us? Surely he would. yeah, I would love Ben Yedder in this team. I think, but again, it's getting him out of Dot, it's getting him out of Monaco, isn't it? Yeah, that could be a problem. But again, a bit of a long shot, that one. But those are the kind of things I want to go and kind of go for. Those are the kind of, but obviously we will scout these guys and get full knowledge on them, just so that I'm fully aware of all the plus and minuses to them. But I think at the moment my thoughts are Asensio for Keir and Ivan Nilsson. They're the ones I'm leaning towards. But again, full scout report, get the full information, make a decision on them. Or we ditch. I definitely think a striker and a right wing is needed. The Fekir one is up in the air. I think I may stick with Soler and just put Messi. Obviously, this guy. This is why we're here. Messi, okay, 15 pace for a 34-year-old. When did the contract run out? 2023. Let's try and this is up an extension on that. Last time I did this, he retired after a year, which is very annoying. But yeah, it's a decent team we've got here, and I think it would be a case of just looking at it and bearing in mind we can't go nuts on buying everybody. But I think a right winger and a striker are needed, in my opinion. And it'd be cool if we could pull that off. But it depends on the scout report and what I think and if I feel they are the right player or not. What I'm going to do also is not gut it, but rework the scouting system. So we've got better scouts for players we are scouting if I need to. Also, get the best coaches I possibly can into the club to try and make sure the coach stuff is right. This formation, I'm pretty confident it will work. The only thing is, can Mbappe play deep line forward? Yes, he can. Does he have attributes for it? Yeah, he does. He can play that role. Just the only thing I got a problem with is his teamwork and strength. But we'll see how it goes. The problem with this is going to be because we're going to be so superior to most teams in the league. In theory, this might not be the perfect tactic for him in this role. But because we're so dominant in these games, we're going to dominate naturally. So it'll be interesting to see how things go. Obviously, DM is probably going to be. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how we shape up. But this is the formation I want to go with primarily. But yeah, they're the scout. They're the players we're scouting. It will be a daily series. It's the only player I'm going to be doing it one at a time. It's easier to do it one at a time because I can focus on it more. But the most likely transfers are going to be Asensio and Ivan Nilsson. And then there's a bit of money left over for a bit more transfers. I still transfer in there if I feel we need to do so. So that's it. End of it, guys, for the intro to the series. What are your thoughts on transfer market ideas that I've had? Any thoughts that I've think, please no, don't go for this guy or whatever. Oh yes, go for Ronaldo, it'd be funny. A fun, interesting kind of narrative to the say. We've got Messi and Ronaldo on the same team. Can they win Champions League together? That'd be like a side kind of achievement if we can pull that off. But yeah, let me know, guys, in the comments section what you think on that. It's gonna be fun. I'm now focusing on content that's fun for me, and this is gonna be fun. I've never done a PSG save long term, other than when I got ditched because it went missing. And I think the aim of winning their first Champions League would be very, very cool. And it's something I've not done on YouTube for a while, winning Champions League on a series. So I'd like to pull that off ASAP. So if you have enjoyed this episode, this intro to the series, hit the like button down below. It does help channel out massively. Every like does help channel out. Any channel gets a like, it helps it out. Hit the subscribe button as well for daily uploads. It might not be straight away. Maybe they'll start after this one when it goes live to get the full start of the series, but it'll be coming soon. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.